Now, can you imagine coming across a coin and selling it for a staggering amount of money and then going ahead and using that amount of money to buy a stock that ends up being worth a lot more money than you originally sold the coin for? So let's take this 1949 D 25-cent Washington quarter for example. This one was graded by Pcgs and Mint 68. It has a CAC sticker and it's sold for $17,255. Now let's just say you come across this coin, you get it graded, you're able to sell it for a large amount of money, and then you invested that initial money into a stock. Now this is not financial advice whatsoever. Please consult an expert. I am just some random person on YouTube, but let's say this person took this $17,255 and they invested it into Tesla on March 6th of 2020. That was about 2 years ago when the stock price of Tesla was $140.70. If they invested that $17,255, that equates to 122.63 stocks of Tesla. Today's current stock price of Tesla, while I'm making this video, is $795.35. If you were to sell those same 122 stocks today, it would be worth a staggering $97,539. But let's take this 1934 25-cent Washington quarter for example. Now this coin is really rare and valuable mainly because of the high grade of a 67 it graded by Pcgs. Now most people, when they look at this quarter, they may be initially put off by the fact that it looks like there's literally dirt all over the coin. This is indeed toning, and some collectors will pay more money for toning. Also, consider when the coin is being sold. Market conditions are extremely important. The same thing could be said for the stock market. Whenever you buy or sell a stock is very similar in terms of whenever you buy or sell a coin, but they are pretty different in the fact that one is collectible, that some people consider to be an investment with coins, while the stock market is generally looked upon as more of an investable thing or something where people will buy and sell for profit. I'm personally more of an advocate of buying and holding for the long term, but again, this quarter sold for $21,850. Now, hypothetically speaking, we're all aware of the stock Apple. There's a few things that this person could have done with that $21,850 they got from the Washington quarter. You know, they could have gone to the car dealership and bought themselves a pretty nice car at the time. Or they could have taken that same $21,850 and invested it into a company like Apple and got a lot more money. For example, on April 26th of 2013, price for one Apple stock was $14.90. If you were to put that entire $21,850 into Apple in 2013, that would have been 1,466 stocks of Apple. If you were to sell that today, it would be worth about $226,902. Now, obviously, nothing is guaranteed, as you never really know. The current stock price today is $154.73, but you never really know how much a stock is going to go up or going to go down. That's why I'm more of a believer in low-cost index funds like the S&P 500 that is known to give an annual return of around 10.5% since 1957. If you're able to dramatically decrease your cost of living while continuing to put money into the S&P 500 over a long period of time, you will be able to benefit from compound interest, which is incredibly important and valuable over the long run. For example, let's say you were able to invest money into a 401k where the annual limit in 2022 is $20,500. Divide that by 12 months in a year, that's $1,708 as a monthly contribution. If you had an initial investment of $1,000 and every month you put in $1,708, you did that for 30 years with an estimated interest rate of 10.5%. In 30 years, you would have $3,727,000. But let's jump into this penny here. So this 1913 1-cent coin sold for $32,200, and this is exactly why. Now, not all of us have or want to wait 30 years to start compounding our money. For example, this coin that sold, even if you were to put anywhere from $100 to $200 away into an investment account every month, the amount that will grow and build your wealth is much more significant than being able to sell a coin for this amount of money. Now, I definitely understand that $32,200 is an incredible amount of money, and let me tell you exactly why this coin sold for this much money. So if you guys are familiar with my channel, you'll know that this coin has a CAC sticker, and the CAC sticker is another third-party company that after the coin is graded, they will either put their sticker on the holder or they won't, and that little CAC sticker alone will dramatically increase the value when the coin is sold. Now the highest grade we can get in grading is 70. This one's only a few points away from the 70 grade, it graded at a 67, and also when the coin is sold. Market conditions are incredibly important, but again, this coin sold for $32,200. Up next, we have a 1955 1 cent double die Obverse coin graded by Pcgs, a mint state 64 plus with a CAC sticker. So really quickly, if you guys are familiar, this is a double die Obverse coin, meaning you can see at the motto at the top, Liberty at the left, and the date at the bottom right there has some pretty apparent doubling happening. If you have a 1955 coin and it has doubling, please keep it safe. It's going to be worth a good amount of money. Also, if you have a 1955 coin and it doesn't have doubling like this, it's not going to be worth nearly as much money, but this coin sold for $33,600. So if you have a coin like this, make sure you find someone trustworthy if you want to sell it, because it might be worth getting graded and selling for a lot of money like this. Now, hypothetically speaking, let's say it was August 4th, 2019, and you had just sold this coin. Let's say instead of buying that really nice car for $33,600 or whatever you wanted to blow that money on, instead of doing that, what if you invested that money into Tesla when the stock price was $46.29? That would have given you 725.85 stocks, and if you were to sell it today with the current stock price of $795.35, you would have $577,311. Those are some of the biggest differences in looking at short-term rich money versus long-term wealth. Now, obviously, this is not financial advice. I do not advise you to just dump money into a stock like this, especially in 2019. Nobody knew how much money stock prices would go up for Tesla. But could you imagine selling this coin, turning it into $33,600, investing it into Tesla in 2019, selling it today for $577,311? A bit of a new format today. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, whether it was good or bad. I will definitely take all feedback you have. One of the main goals I have on this channel is giving as much information as value as I can. I want to help all of you guys increase your wealth, become more wealthy, avoid getting scammed, making the right decisions in life so you're able to support your family and live comfortably. If there's anything I can ever do with my information that I can share with you guys to give you different perspectives and ideas, I will be doing that here. But please let me know below, was this video helpful or useful at all? I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Also, hit that subscribe button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.